would now like to invite our guest.
And I'm really, it's a very special feeling to be here to be celebrating the World Hindi Day. I'm very grateful to the Yayasan School and Foundation in jointly organizing with our High Commission the World Hindi Day. We usually celebrate this day in January. It is just a day that is set aside for celebrating the language and the links that this language has made for us in different parts of the world. But due to one reason or the other, it has got a little postponed, and we are lucky that we're doing it now here, thanks to the generosity and cooperation of our friends from your school. And now I will explain a little bit about Hindi and what are its contours in today's world. But after that, I want to make the discussion a little more interactive. And I see that you're all bright and alert, and I'm sure you will join me in making this as interactive a session as we can. So like my dear friend here said it just now, Hindi is indeed spoken by many, many people in India and around the world. At last count, around 550 million people, as we understand. It is spoken or understood as a second language by many more people. In India, we have something that is known as the three-language formula. People in the Hindi-speaking area, where Hindi is the native language, they speak Hindi, and when you go to a higher class, you study English. And the people who are from other parts of the country, the south, the east, the west, where Hindi is not the native language, they learn their own language for the first 5 years of their education, and then they learn Hindi and English. It is the successor language of Sanskrit, the classical language of India, in the way that Latin is the classical language or the ancient language of Europe. In today's India, Hindi is one of our two official languages. But I think the way that a lot of people around the world, including in Brunei, the way that a lot of people have heard the language is because it is the language of Hindi movies or Bollywood. Well, we are very happy about this link too. We treasure this link as well, and we are appreciative of the fact that through the movies, or the movies have made for us around the world many friends of this language. So now, when we say Hindi, you know that languages in the world, they are divided or they are grouped into families of languages or language groups. Languages which belong in one language group usually have something in common with each other. They have a common root, they have a common origin, and those commonalities can be seen in a variety of languages, variety of words and phrases and expressions that are used in all those different languages. Now, when we say Indo-European or Indo-Aryan group of languages, it includes Persian, the language spoken in Iran. It includes Latin, and most of the successor languages of Latin, which is the modern European languages. Bahasa Melayu is considered to belong to the Austronesian group of languages, but it has many, many words which are similar to the words in Sanskrit. And the reason for this is probably the fact that this language, Hindi or Sanskrit or Hindi Sanskrit, traveled hundreds of years ago from India towards this region, Southeast Asia, Peninsular Malaysia, Borneo, Brunei. It was brought by merchants, priests, teachers, and thanks to those travelers, thanks to those old travelers, we have words that have traveled, or as I've called them, and I will be calling them today, travel words. I want to trace with you just now some of these link words or travel words that we can recognize as being very similar in languages which at first sight may not appear to be so closely linked. Now the word for seven, the number 7. In Latin, sept, S-E-P-T. In Persian, haft. In Sanskrit, sapta. Now the word for week, because the week has 7 days, and it has 7 days since a long, long time in many cultures around the world. So in Latin, I believe traditionally the word for week is not much used, but such as it is hebdomas or septimana. In Persian, it is hafta. In Sanskrit, saptah. And now I want you to tell me, which word does all of these remind you of in your language? What is the 7th day of the week? What is the 7th day of the week? In Malayu. What was it? No, ahad is one in Arabic. Ithnain, thalatha, rabu, khamis, juma, and sabtu. Sabtu. So, sapta, hafta, saptah, and sabtu. Do you see that? The word for between. In Latin, inter. In Sanskrit, antara. In Malayu, antara. What is antara bangsa? What is antara bangsa? International. Antara. The word for name in French, a successor language of Latin, it is nom, N-O-M, no. Nama in German, spelled the same way as in English. Name in English, nama, N-A-M-E. In Sanskrit, nama, N-A-M-A we say it, but it's pronounced nama. And in Malayu, nama. Same word, pronounced the same way. The word for same word, same. In English, same. In Sanskrit, sama. In Malayu, sama. So, these travel words, we can trace many words in Malayu which we can recognize as travel words. And if a greater scholar than I stood here, he could probably trace back many of these words back to the other languages of this group of Indo-European languages that I spoke about. But let me identify some of them today, and I think I will speak the word, maybe in Sanskrit, maybe in Malayu, and you tell me if you can identify the other one, the other missing name. So, when I say in Sanskrit, Vayu, and it means air, what is it in Malayu? Air is Bayu. Bayu is air, which is Vayu in Sanskrit. Bayu, is it classical? Aksara. Aksara is a letter of the alphabet, which is Akshara in Sanskrit. Ankasa. Ankasa. The sky, it is Akash. Akash in Sanskrit. We call the person who does the laundry, we call him in Hindi Dhobi. And what is laundry in Malayu? Dhobi, yes. We say for sorrow in Sanskrit, Dukkha. Dukkha. What is it in Malayu? Dukkha? Dukkha, do you say dukkha?
As well.
Dukkha. Dukkha. Elephant is gaja. When we say we want someone to hurry up, in Hindi we will say shigra, shigra. The word for because, karana. And it is kerana, kerana, kerana. It is a kind of evolution, kerana, from karana. This word, very interesting. In Sanskrit and in Hindi, the word vansha, vansha. Vansha refers to a clan. A clan is a large group of people, loosely related to each other, a very large group. And this is vansha. Now, you need to identify for me which is the word in your language which is close to this, which means something like clan but maybe larger. What is the word close to vansha? Bangsa. Bangsa. And bangsa means race or country. Race or country. Race, well, race is actually closer to clan. It's a larger group. So race, yes, clan.
Thunder. In Desa, along is Dirghayu. Dirghayu in Hindi, which is a place, something like a grand place. And what is it? The word, it's absolutely, in my own language, and think that I can get away with what I delivered a sapta, Brahmins delivered a sapta.
मेरी पसंदीदा विषय है गणित। गणित वे मछली और चमेली की हरी जो मुझे पसंद है। थैंक यू।
Muhammad Ahmad Nazar alias Sadiq bin Muhammad Zahir. Nur Batrisha. Guru Kobus Lim from 11 times 1.
Of RTV, thank you very much for the opportunity to interview you. Okay, so Your Excellency, okay, What's the purpose of this event, and why do you select Yayasan schools for celebrating the World Hindi Day?
Well, you know, World Hindi Day is something that's celebrated all over the world. It's usually celebrated in the month of January, but because of various reasons, we decided to postpone it a little bit. And here we are at the Yayasan school. The reason for selecting, it's, you know, I knew the Yayasan Foundation people well, and I felt that this is a very good school. It has a lot of people that I know, families who've had their kids come to the school here, and we just felt that it fitted in well with what we wanted to do. We wanted to approach Bruneian children. We wanted to tell them, send them our message, and that's why.
So will you like approach any other school?
No.
So what other?
We came straight to the Yayasan school, yeah.
So what other events would you like to do in conjunction with the World Hindi Day?
Well, you know, this is the big event. I mean, we wanted to speak straight to young students in Brunei and to just go over with them the fascinating similarities that are there between Hindi and Sanskrit and Bahasa Melayu. This is what we wanted to, and in my speech today, I think I was able to bring out, and the students, it was an interactive session that I had with the students. The students were really able to guess every time. When I used to say the Hindi word, they could guess immediately, okay, what is the word in Bahasa Melayu that corresponds closely? And these are, as I explained in my speech, these are travel words. These are words that have traveled, and these are the words that bind us together, South Asia and Southeast Asia, in a web even today. This web is consisting of our cuisine, which has so many similarities, our dress, and our language. So many words, like I explained, and the children were able to immediately understand when I would say Antara Bangsa, and if I would say, you know, the original word, how can I say the word in Sanskrit and Hindi, and we were able to trace out, and I think it was interesting for the students, there are similarities between Latin and Persian and Sanskrit and Hindi and Bahasa Melayu. So I think it was interesting for many of the students, even for our faculty members. I think many of them found it interesting. So really it was a day today to celebrate our links together between Hindi and Melayu, the links between our regions, between South Asia and Southeast Asia, and a chance for me to see the prowess that the children have made and are making in Hindi. Many of them speak Hindi very well. They've never been to India, but through listening to our songs, through watching our movies, they're able to speak. You heard some of them today. They were speaking with very good accents, very good Hindi accents. So it was just a way of ensuring that we saw the prowess in Hindi that they have achieved, and also to celebrate our links.
I think that's it. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.